Has produced hits for music heavyweights Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake, Rihanna, Snoop, and Aaliyah, just to name a few. He is a legendary producer, rapper, and songwriter. We welcome to the desk Timbaland.
How you doing?
Good.
What's going on?
Thank you so much for being here.
Welcome to the show, bro.
This is great. This is great. Early in the morning.
Great for us.
You, yeah.
And you were on time.
No, it's perfect for me.
Yeah.
Early morning. All right. Which we so appreciate you being here. Now, you're the executive music producer of Empire. Huge fan of the show. I haven't missed an episode. What has that experience been like?
It's been a wonderful ride.
Yeah.
It's been a learning experience just about the business of TV and film more than anything. And when Lee approached me in Fox, it was kind of like, it was different from going into a studio because you have time to look over a song and go over a song, but when you do an Empire, you gotta know. So it's kind of challenging for me. It kind of like, okay, I gotta know this song is gonna work, and I can't go back and double take it. So it's like,
I'm always fascinated. How do you know? I know you never really, like, literally know. I'm imagining you don't literally know, but how do you have that feeling where you really, really believe this is going to work, particularly for music on television?
I think, you know, it's so funny, when I watch y'all, it's the same. So I think sports and music is the same. It's like, you know what energy, it's an energy, and it's a feeling. Like, you know, if you're a heavy sports fan and if you watch a key player, you know when he's about to be on fire versus when he's not on fire. So that's how music is. Like, you know when something, it's just a feeling, and it's like you just light up. And like, when you don't expect to light up.
Right.
So
you
like,
can hear somebody and go like, this ain't gonna work.
Exactly.
Ain't gonna work.
Yeah, like you'll be like on the couch. You like,
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna work.
It's almost instant, right?
Yeah. And then, but the funniest thing, here's the key. When you can say that, see, I can see me and you walk on, that ain't gonna work, right?
Right.
So then we'll go to the bathroom, we'll come back in, I look at you, I'm like, that ain't the same song we just heard, right? And then it hits you a little different each time you leave the room and you come back in, you be like, nah, I know we just said that wasn't gonna work, but it's working.
Right. I got it.
So that's how it is.
Speaking of a team that is about to be on fire, a team we both love, but not quite enough to pick over the Cavs in the East, you're Miami Heat, and you are a big fan.
Yes.
How much do you love them? Do you love them enough that they can win the East?
I like his question. He said, how much do you love them? How much do you love them? I just love them. I don't know about to win in the East, but I can say this. What I have seen in living in Miami and being in Miami, you know, when that city gets turned up, it somehow the team gets turned up. They just start to just do good. I've seen some amazing things happen in Miami where I walked out the door, and I'm like, oh, snap.
Talk about energy.
Did you see that? So, for the Cavs and the Miami Heat, we got to wait and see.
Are you a Miami Heat fan?
I'm a fan.
Okay, how did you feel? You're a LeBron fan.
Yes, I am.
How did you feel about LeBron deciding to leave South Beach and go back to Cleveland?
Hey, he a grown man, and I look at it like this. I agree, and, you know, it's kind of, I play the fence because I had to put myself, me being an entertainer and somebody telling me I have to make a choice for myself. At the end of the day, it's still me. I'm one person. I got to live. I go to sleep by myself. It's like one of those decisions that, you know, like if I'm from Virginia, which I am, and I go to play for Atlanta, you're going to feel some kind of way leaving your hometown. It's going to start to eat at you at night. Like, it's just something about just your hometown. And when you say Cleveland, you really can't say anything. You almost got to put your hands and be mad and go like this.
Yes. Had it been anybody else, it would have been a problem.
Yeah,
but to go back to Cleveland,
I think it was justifiable. It's home. Like, if you say you're going back, it's like, what? I can't be mad. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at you. You know, like, I'd be like, then that means I'm really not for you. It's like, all you got to do is pout like a kid. Like,
Well, that's true.
I got you.
So
a man who plays in this league that I think you're going to do a little business with in your new clothing line is Carmelo Anthony. What should we expect from Carmelo on the court this year?
I think what we should expect from Carmelo is he hears what people are saying.
That is true.
And being a professional and being a winner, he's going to win. You're going to see something that you never saw to him.
Really?
And I believe you're going to see something you never saw.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
You don't think so?
Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify that question. I have no doubt that Carmelo's going to do his thing. But when you say he going to win, well, he plays for a team, and I don't understand how, if the team is losing, he wins. Because you ain't implying that the Knicks are going to win, are you?
I just said, we talked about...
I'm just trying to say.
I didn't go that...
I just need clarification.
I didn't put the other people around yet.
Okay.
I just stuck to
right.
him, and I'm hoping that his energy that he brings, we'll see.
I'm going to shock you. I'm not going to be so down on the Knicks as much as I've been over the last few months. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt early on. I know what Melo going to do. I want to see what Robin Lopez and Aaron Aflalo, the Porzingis kid, you know, the #4 overall pick. I want to see what they do. I think the Knicks might have a shot at winning about 30 games, kid. About 30 games.
You gave him just...
From 17 to 30.
30.
That's nothing to, like, stop the press.
Well, I know, but I just don't want to engage in complete condemnation. Is that fair?
That's very fair.
Is that fair?
That's super fair.
Now, let me get to the other part. You mentioned Carmelo's wardrobe, you know. Let me talk to you about that for a second. Melo, LeBron, Tristan Thompson, I forgot who else. They got these new hats that's kind of look. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I mean, do you critique the wardrobes? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
Because some of them brothers think they looking great, but they could use a little assistance. I'm just saying.
Now, what I will say, and I know you might don't want to hear this, how old are these fellas?
That's true. That's true. Young 30s, Melo,
and
30,
and think about
31.
There you go.
I mean, they dress sharp. But the hat is the extra. They ain't go completely extra like D. Wade or Russell Westbrook, but the hat thing, I don't know, you don't see it much. I just wanted to bring that up, just as an aside.
I think that it's today's fashion for the youth.
Okay. All right.
You just don't agree to it, huh?
No.
Go ahead.
He's GQ. He's got it.
I do believe.
I know you got great suits, but you know, like they'll match that suit up with maybe a T-shirt and some sneakers, and you'll look at them like, what have you done to this fine suit?
Okay.
All right, listen.
Am I telling the truth?
It's a good point. It's a good point. It's a good point. Go ahead, Skip.
Let's go back in your comfort zone.
Right.
Not only have you rapped, but you've obviously produced, you've written, you've done the whole thing in your field. Who is, we ask all the rappers this, who's the greatest rapper ever in your humble view?
Well, first of all, I am not a rapper. I feel like I'm an entertainer, just like I feel like a rapper is somebody who really tells his story. You know, my story is told through me making music and sound. Like, I get on the mic because sometimes there's nobody around that can assist me to what I want to do. So I'm like, well, I might as well do it myself. Right. And then people around me like, hey, man, you pretty good? I'm like, no, I'm not. But I'm going to do it because it's a check. So I'm going to do it. And the guy said, you know what? I'm not. But I understand the process of it. So who, to me, back to your question, you said the greatest rapper?
Yes. Greatest all-time rapper.
Well, I think both of them are not here today. And that's Biggie Smalls and Tupac.
Okay.
You want to Well,
listen.
Well, you know what?
I'm going to tell you. I'm just saying. Listen, Jay-Z.
Oh, he's the.
Come on, Dan.
I'm gonna get to him.
All right.
But I had to. You say rap. I might almost want to go back to like
Eric B. Rakim.
Yeah, like I feel like
you got to give me something like that. You know, I mean, listen, Tupac,
Big Daddy Kane,
Big Daddy Kane,
right?
KRS-One. Even though Eric B. was writing some of the lyrics, you know, I mean,
greatest ever.
Greatest ever. There's no ever because you can't say greatest ever because those are moments in our culture. So in that time of the 80s, it might have been, we would say Rakim, KRS-One, all of those were the greatest at that moment. Then came the 90s, what was a Big Daddy Kane?
Well, and not only that, I get where you're coming from, because for me, Skip, to piggyback off your question, you have to take into account what he's saying. Then you have to bring into question those who transcend the test of times. When I think about LL Cool J, 80s, 90s, 2000s, even with acting, he still drop an album here and there that reminds you how great he was. Jay-Z, I mean, I can't ignore Nas. I can't ignore Nas.
Like you can't. We got some good ones, man. You can't just say one, because every one had a different story. It's like every house you go into, every house feels different.
Well, Biggie and Tupac was sensational.
They were sensational. They brought the feeling. I say they started that big, you know, hip-hop always had a feeling, but those two gave it something we never saw before.
But I think that they would have been right there with Jay-Z. I don't know if they would have eclipsed Jay-Z. I mean, Biggie and Tupac is special, and I think that,
Jay is my brother, so I'm gonna put him always number one. But like me being, to ask me is kind of biased because I respect the music, the sanctuary. Just like asking a player in sports, you really can't. It's like we're just because I'm at top right now and I did it 10 years, it's like, man, I gotta really do my history. Because then you have Africa Bambaataa, you have so many things that to say, am I really the best?
I got you.
Excuse me, am I allowed to have an opinion here?
Yes, I want you to tell them what it is.
All right, if we're gonna boil it down to Tupac or Biggie, the greatest performer ever in that genre is the Notorious B.I.G. Again, even if you saw the movie that they made about him,
it was great.
He just
great movie.
Blew people away with his power, with his charisma.
Matter of opinion.
Oh, yeah.
He was sensational. Don't get me wrong. He was sensational. I'm just saying that I don't know that you can sit there and say that he's definitively the greatest. Not when Tupac was doing his thing, and not after we have seen how Jay-Z has taken it and elevated it to another level. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know. And I don't know if Biggie would have ever been Biggie if it wasn't for Eric B. and Rakim and those boys.
So this is what I say. This is why I say Jay-Z's the best. It's not because he can rap. Look what he just explained. Jay-Z saw all of this, so he studied the do's and the do-nots. And he has mastered how to be relevant through the test of time.
You can't teach that.
You can't teach that.
Student of the game.
You gotta just know how. You gotta know. It's like, you know, you ever heard people say, "Oh, he old.
Don't hear that about
up, no.
You know, and you know, it's a way to move in life.
Yep.
To always stay on top. Like, you know, it's only a handful. You watch them just fall, and you climb up the mountain, you be like, dang.
No.
Told him to breathe slow.
He continues to connect and stay relevant. All right, we'll let you go on this, though. What's next for you, speaking of great music?
I want to do more on the film and TV.
Okay.
I like that. That's cool. I like putting intellectual property with music. I feel like that's the next wave for me. I feel like my music tells a story, so why not put a story? Tell a writer what I think. He'll ask me, what do you think this music piece is? I feel like it's love. Can you give me something unique, not the typical way of love? Give me something this 2017 love, like something that's unorthodox. And so he'll write the story, and I'll look at my music, the story, let other people judge it, and, you know, then get people to come and act and see if they can give the same verbal as I see that I hear for this music.
Gotcha.
Kind of deep.
We love it. Keep it coming. You're entertaining us. Congrats on all your success with Empire as well, breaking all kinds of records.
It's called the study of life. You got to know when to move and know when to fall.
Well, you certainly have it mastered. It's chess, and you got it.